setting the pace down. Out of turn number 4 to the line, 8 laps. We're taking top 4.
Sarah right now, the wife of the number 22 car of Shea. Watching at home, she says she's got to close her eyes. He's on the pole right now, looking at that number 1 spot, and he's got it by about 2 car lengths. But here comes the field behind. Neil Forsberg going to lead the charge down the back straightaway in that number 2 spot.
Forsberg will bring Tyler Sadoff in tow out of turn number 4, and then it is 3 wide behind him. We've got him going around in turn number 4. Gathers it back up. That was the 20 of Jeremy Otten, the Clarinda, Iowa driver. Great job of keeping control.
It's a good job indeed. Again, we're looking for the top 4 to advance right now. Simino up on the run in the number 1 spot. Brings him out of turn number 4. Behind him comes the number 7 to Neil Forsberg. I'm looking back behind her. Somebody that I know is coming. I just can't find him. There they are, the 7B car. I was talking where that sleek little 7B, Eric Stanton. He dropped back in the field a little bit, but I have a hunch he's going to be able to hustle along, maybe be able to run down a transfer spot.
Well, John Watson, the 4W, Zach Ankrum, that 68Z, they're putting on quite a show right now for that 4th spot. Watson will hold that advantage coming out of 4 this time. That is the 4th and final transfer spot. But like you said, here comes Eric Stanton, that 7B. He did start outside row 2.
He did. It took John. I don't know why he dropped back through the field, but Stanton's usually quick. Sometimes it takes his car a little while to come on, and you're seeing that right now. He's got good drive down the back straightaway. He'll take it deep into turn number 3. Just ahead, he's got to pick up 2 spots to race his way into the show. Your race leader, still Shea Simino, the 22 XX.
Simino right now leads the field down out of turn number 2. Following closely by it is Forsberg in the 7. Tyler Sadoff in that 16S. And then you've got the the Watson mobile, the 4W, John Watson coming out.
Across the stripe, top 3 cars breaking away from the 4W. Watson holds down your 4th and final transfer spot. Behind him, Zach Ankrum, 68Z car runs 5th on the field. He is out looking in, and he is searching around on the racetrack. He's looking high, he's looking low, he's running it deep, he's checking up, trying to drop in close, anything to get around the 4W car, and so far it's to no avail.
2 to go this time by the stand. Shea Simino wanting to make that feature. Orange front and all coming out of turn number 2 this time down the back straightaway.
I keep watching that 68 of Ankrum. Ankrum working the wheel big time right now, trying to get around the 4W car. He just cannot get the job done. White flag is out. It's the final time around. It's a last-ditch effort for the 68 car of Ankrum.
Down the back straightaway, final time. It'll be Simino, Forsberg, Sadoff, your top 3. Here comes Ankrum, making up some ground on Watson. They'll take it down. That is the final transfer in. Watson to the high side. Ankrum on the low side. Watson too strong off that high run, though, and Watson will take home 4th.
Good run right there, though. Ankrum left nothing on the track. He left it all hanging out right there, trying to get himself in a clean fashion.
Sean Slezak will set the pace out of turn number 4.
Well, I was just saying, I'm ready. I'm ready. Cut him loose. Now, let's go.
Look at the jump Slezak gets coming off the front straightaway. Down into 1. Slezak will take it there. Stitch following close behind Stitch. It is the 4CD of Cody Dingen.
Jeremy Wagner was given all the throttle to it he possibly could. The back end wagging around like a happy dog in the 7W car down turn number 1 and 2 on the initial start. Now he's got some momentum to work with. Traction a little easier to come by for the 7W car. He's got the number 3 spot. He's also got a little bit of contact. Whoa, lean on him in the number 4 car, why don't you?
That's Dignan in that 4CD right there, the Burlington, Burlington, North Dakota machine. But right now it's Slezak going around high side. Is the 5 of Chris Klein, the first Nebraska machine, trying to fire it back up. And we want to stay green here with 6 to go, but it ain't happening yet.
Not going to happen. A little whoops-a-daisy down there. He ran a little too hot in turn number 3 and stepped up into the loop.
Sets the pace. Single file, nose to tail out of 4. To the line, green flag going high in the air. We're underway.
We got 2 scored into both 6 laps to go here for the hobby stocks. We're side by side for the number 2 spot. Remember the 7W car at the initial start. Jeremy Wagner gave up some distance, found some velocity, and right now he's in that battle for the number 2 position on the racetrack, down tight to the tires. Through 3 and 4, he'll let it sling out wide, almost kind of like a imitation slide job there.
Wagner right there in that 7W, moving on up into 2nd place. Now Dignan in that 4CD, working up into 3rd. Stitch back to 4th, and running 5th currently on the Speedway I believe that's Brian Johnson in the 48J.
It is the 48 car. That's
Wow.
Brian Johnson all the way from the tail of the field as he races his way up into the mix right now. Brian Stitch marks your fourth and final transfer spot. Brian Johnson with a tremendous run through the field, all the way up to fifth from that 8th starting spot.
14th starting spot.
Or 14th, rather. Sorry about that. Where did I get 8 from? Holy smokes.
Well,
My math is horrible.
You're from Nevada,
2
right?
times 7 is 8. That's what I
That's
came
true.
up with.
That's true. Sean Slezak right now walking the dog out in the front as he sets it down in turn number 1. It will be the 7 machine of Wagner with Dignan on the high side of him. They're going to battle side by side, trade a little paint down into turn number 3.
What's funny, I did that math and I thought to myself, you know, that's not nearly as impressive sounding as it looked on the racetrack. Caution flag comes out down turn number 3 and 4. Inside, out of the 62 car of Justin Busboom. He started 11th on the field as the caution flag is out. We got him around, poked into the fence.
Caution one more time. I believe Tommy Foes right there, that 27. I'll tell him about that later on. Slezak will bring him down out of turn number 4. Single file, nose and tail. We've got 3 to go. Let's finish it right here. Stitch on the bubble right now. Busboom and Johnson looking in, trying to find a way around Brian Stitch now for that 4th spot.
48 car, Brian Johnson right there, still running back in that number 5 position. Looks to the inside of Stitch. Stitch about 2 car widths up higher on the racetrack in the 21 car. So far, able to hold him off. Johnson spins the tires coming out of the corner again. A little waggle, a little loose on X's, we like to call it. On the asphalt tracks, he'll peek down the inside of Stitch. Can't get a run on him.
Stitch has that horsepower coming off the corners. You can see him pull away from Johnson. Johnson will get up close to him down in the turns, but then it is that 21. Now the 21 working up on the back bumper of Dignan in that Ford DC car as they roll in with the white flag.
Well, you see that white flag, all bets are off. Last night of the Beatrice Spring Nationals, how bad do you want to show? It's not going to happen. Stitch is going to challenge for the number 3 spot in the 21 car. Now he settles himself down. Back behind, here comes a run out of the 62 and onto the front chute.
Slezak will cross the line easily as your winner with the Wagner 7W in second in tow. Dignan in that 4CD and Stitch in the 21.
Stitch snuck about him right there at the end.